All right, guys, the boys are back in town. Tyrus, welcome back to the club. I think I might have to set up another Discord because the boys are back in town. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar, back in 2021, we basically rode a historic stock to the moon, golf, and it was a very fun ride. And Tyrus is a good friend of mine. We've had some laughs together. We've had some good times. And we've had some trying times in the market in 2022 when everything crashed. But I always had faith, and this is kind of what he's saying here too, the 4-year cycle with cryptocurrencies, stocks, which we've been discussing. And I've been saying since 2021, when we used to have our discussions in the Discord chat, I used to say back in 2021 that 2025 would be a great year for the markets. And here we are going into 2025. Now, I could be wrong. Let's say crypto crashes. Let's say there's no more euphoric highs. Let's say no parabolic runs. Let's say tech crashes. Everything crashes in 2025 and it's the worst since 2008, like I've heard some people say. If that happens, then I'll throw all this out the window. But what we've seen also in 2013, 2017, 2021, 2025, XRP has been ripping. People are saying it's going to hit this ridiculous $10,000. I would be cautious with that kind of talk. 10,000 is a ridiculous market cap. $10? Absolutely. Dogecoin. Remember the Dogecoin millionaire? I hope he still owns his Dogecoin, because if he does, then he's going to be very happy. If not, but if you look at XRP, I don't know why I typed in stock, but XRP price, you can see exactly where it's been trading. Right now we're green on the session. So it's up over 41% in the last 5 days, 400% in the last month. Just an example of the type of market that we're entering right now. We have all kinds of parabolic assets going crazy. We have drug up over 3,000% in the last year. This stock was trading at $1. Now it was trading at a peak of over $56. And, that was not entirely accurate, actually. It actually hit over, if you look at the 52-week high, $79 to be exact. So intraday, it probably hit like $79 on probably November 6th or 7th, pretty close to those days. And then we have Bitcoin, of course, about to hit over 100,000. Still the largest market cap crypto out there. You can look over the last year, we're already up over 128%. You can look at Ethereum. Ethereum is doing similar things here. Over the last year, we're up 62%. The last 5 years have been a stellar performance, over 2,368%. And this right here is what can happen when you enter a bull market. I've been talking about this stock for a while. This one's doing over $180 million in revenue, and their revenues are expected to substantially increase. If you look back in 2021, this stock hit $2 per share. Once again, this chart's not entirely accurate, $1.43. If you look back at this stock, for example, go on Investors Hub. I wonder if it'll show a more detailed overview of where this stock went back in 2020. It hit $2 per share pretty much, and that was in early of 2021. You can see the volume really spiked up, and then it just went crazy. And so that's what can happen in these bull markets. And what we're seeing is kind of a reversal here. If this could hit 1 or 50, could it go back to these other all-time highs of even like $5 per share? I mean, is that a possibility? Okay. A lot of these stocks that you've seen have been suppressed for quite some time. We've seen these markets where everything seems to crash. And if you look at the revenues on this company, I can show you the financials. These are audited by the SEC. If you go over to security details, you'll see that this company, or should be under company profile, US reporting maybe. Basically, yeah, here it is, SEC reporting. And if you look at the financials, what that means is, look at the annual, 2023, 144 million. I think they're expecting over $180 million for 2024. So why is this company trading at a market capitalization and a price to sales ratio that is ridiculously cheap? I mean, a $52 million market cap, that is less than 1 on the price to sales ratio. Why is this company so cheap? I don't know. It's expected to grow very, very fast. You can see its independent directors, penny stock exempt, and all the things. I'm not saying you should buy this stock or any of these securities that I'm discussing, but I'm just showing you what can happen and like how these things can really play out over the course of these cycles. And I think it's very interesting how things are playing out kind of in this 4-year cycle that we've witnessed. And if we keep this in mind, what other assets could go up, right? What other types of assets, whether it's crypto or stocks, could go up in 2025 as we approach this year? So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity. If you look at TNXP, the one that I am invested in right now, that's the other stock I wanted to talk about here. This is trading at 18 cents. Now, this is the one Tyrus and we were discussing on this right here, Investors Hub. Post-market trading up 2%, 19 cents. And I think they just came out with some news today. It looks like they just had a press release. So they have a product to market soon. It looks like they're changing some executive leadership. And so this guy, Tyrus, my friend from back in 2021 when we rode golf to the moon, and then we, witnessed an unfortunate 76% crash in a day. These are just some of the risks you take when you trade these stocks in cryptos, the riskier type, more speculative assets that we tend to discuss on this channel. Always something to keep in mind because you never want to take more risk than you think you can afford to lose. I mean, it's fun to play these games, right? It's fun to buy XRP. It's fun to buy all these penny stocks and these pharmaceutical stocks that can shoot up to the moon very quickly. TNXP has a pipeline of drugs that's coming out, and this is not for the average investor. If you're somebody who wants to invest in mutual funds, I would really consider, I bought this at 13 cents. I am up on my position. If this hits even the equivalent of a drug type run, like not even 50%, we could see this thing hit $2 to $4 within the snap of a finger. Because if you look at how fast drug went up from $1 to $50 a share, it's kind of the game you're playing here, from $2 to $4 to $6 to $8 a share. If you look at the analysts for this stock, and I've discussed this before, what's interesting to me, even the consensus price target $1.50, $5.50. This is all AI stuff, but so 94, 93. These are all sources. If you go to the websites, you can see what they're saying here, which is absolutely insane. Actually, one of the price targets just got raised. I saw that too. So up to a high of $50 a share, $4 a share. Here's the $1.50 one they were talking about, $11 by July of 2025, $26 per share, but the max estimate of $48 and a minimum of $4 a share. Well, shoot, I'll take $4 a share. That pays off my mortgage. Why not? So this is the idea here. We want to make sure that we are looking at this opportunity from the perspective of, well, if I hold this, then what could happen? Could it go on a drug type run? Could this go on a parabolic moonshot? And I think we're going to see more of these parabolic moonshots as we enter the market in 2025. We have a very, very pro-crypto agenda pushing through here with, I think, Republicans and whether you are a Republican or Democrat, whatever. The point is, I'm more of a libertarian myself. I like small government. But if you look at this from the perspective of, we have pro-crypto regulation now. It's beneficial for cryptocurrencies. It's not like the Gary Gensler days. Gary Gensler is done, guys. Gary Gensler is done. It's a new era in cryptocurrency, and it's going to be a more deregulated era in cryptocurrency. And so if you own crypto stocks, I will just kind of, give you a little bit of a wink here. If you own crypto stocks that are kind of flying under the radar maybe, or not really doing too much right now, even maybe something that's going to have a name change and going to have positive results for a certain court case soon, then perhaps you could have assets that were once viewed as trash in 2022 with the Sam Bankman-Fried and the NFT collapse and all that, which I think are actually going to be remaking a reappearance. And I think we've been anticipating this for a long time. And I think a lot of people got it wrong by dumping in 2022 because all the fear-mongering and everything else instead of holding strong. I can tell you, I've held strong. I'm still playing the game. And as long as you don't give up until you hit that sell button, the game's not over. All right? With that being said, God bless you all. Hope you have a great Christmas. If we don't talk again, I think I'll probably try to squeeze in a couple more videos before Christmas time here. But thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.